Not really tempting too much with Faith though, as Jitboys instead gets invited out for that peek. Mindfreak shuts him down early on with the Sheriff.
Yeah, but it's going to be a quick fill back up by Ban. You still have more members than you would have expected on side of Talon, but Mindfreak's still on for it. He's not going to the one getting the kill, but still it's going to be the trades here for Paper Rex as Talon still holding it down. Surf, though, he has no idea that he's been surrounded. They've been holding it for the entire beginning of this round. They delete the 0 point, and immediately it's too many targets for Paper Rex to try to pick and choose. The ante is good as well. Nice and clean from Talon. And they know Paper Rex, they won't stop. They'll always keep the foot on the pedal. They're ready for it even past the toxic screen, but playing it safe. Want to make sure that they have trades available with the backup. They're waiting for the flank to come through. 2 members already wrapping around for Talon.
Yeah, completely surrounding Paper X, right? The spike still down. Paper X needing to find some sort of a positional advantage. Wayman goes in to clear, and that kind of dissuades the Paper X from pushing forward even more. Jing goes back, picks up the spike, picks up the Aldor, but that gives Ben so much information as to how he can take this duel. Spots out Mindfreak, there's the shot. Jing goes in for a spike plant.
Yeah, but he spots one on Cruz. Can he get the kill? Not going to be clean. Ban there for the backup, but if Jing had gotten that, things are starting to look a little dicey as he already got so many ult orbs.
Feels the damage, but falls back over onto screens, and that is where the spike is as well. Something just holds its ground, finds the 2 shots, tailwinds into the site, and all of a sudden, the site has been infiltrated. Talon needs to find a way to fight back, but it's a little bit too hot. Governor goes in for the peek, but he's singled out and alone. Now the rest of them, Ben, trying to fight back, holds off the flanks for the time being, but the spike goes down.
Surf wants to try to fish for it, but Jing still quick on the trigger against Ban. And at this point, Surf, are you going to go for the save? I mean, everyone else can buy back up, so this is one of those rounds where you do have to consider it.
The rest of them teaming up together, looking for some advantageous duels, but something this time just a little bit faster than Surf right now. Opens up the A site.
This is where Surf used to shine, was holding things on his own. Sure, he was playing the Viper before, but you could let him lurk on his own, hold down, anchor a site, and then go for a timing because he was so quick with it, but it's a tough project against the likes of something. Chip Boys will try to answer back. Make it a 3v4, but they are far away from the site. Econ all over the place once again, and Talon already having to play to survive rather than play to win here on the first map.
Yeah, you might have thought that third round meant it was a little bit stronger, a little bit better. They had the right read at that time, but now Paper X and the way that they're operating, even with a slight default, a 3-2 split across the map, it just kind of works out in their favor. I don't know if it was the positioning that kind of didn't work out too well, but yeah, Surf would have been able to take that duel, but how do you shoot something that you don't see coming? And that's the strength of having a player like Something. Trying to decide what they want to do or which direction they want to head in.
Chip Boys is trying to hold this again. He's good for one. Can he get the second? All right, now he's safe for the time being. Eventually gets taken down, but it's enough time for Ban to try to provide support, but he's not in position to get out. Down to a 3v2. Still numbers advantage and Thrash online for Talon. Devi won't spot anyone just yet. The pit goes through, but the Thrash, it's going to be a huge counter to this ultimate. Do they use it right away? Not everyone's in position just yet. Chase it off with the fragment.
Sneaking around the corners too, though. Now it's a little bit more difficult for Divide to stick the plant. Has to back off, but down goes Mindfreak, and all of a sudden, no cover available. Dizzy tags onto Devi as well, and he's got completely surrounded. A little bit of a line of sight, but not quite able to thread the needle, and 3 targets all up and down.
Hasn't been spotted by the turret just yet. Governor, do you have your sights trained? No, it's not quick enough. He tries, and there's the dash.
Wow.
The aggro drawn by Something, and Jing is there for the trade. And now the pit. You're just locked in here. It's turned into a jail for Jet Boys. Can he get out? The fragment.
I don't know.
Keeps him all tied up.
Mindfreak on the lurk as well, and he just spots out Cruz. Not taking the duel, but at least this is a little bit of information for Paper Rex. Talon still stuck between that rock and a hard place. Jit Boys unfortunately having to bite the bullet there. Paper X, that spike will definitely go off now, and the rest of them just trying to save.
That's one more chance. Dizzy comes out. That's the setup. But there's the null command just to shut it down. So now you have to work with the operator. Everyone already falling down. Talon trying to equal out 2v2. A good pop flash from Forsaken, though.
Fantastic individual duels being taken, and all that's left is going to be Governor. He tries to push up front, but Forsaken, just watching the angles as well, just gives and secures Paper X the site.
Spike planted.
Spike already planted. Surf waiting for the peek out, though. Knows that Paper X will be relying on this lockdown. He will get detained for his troubles, but he's already dwindled down the numbers for his teammates. They'll wait it out. And meanwhile, something holding the ground next to screens, and they're not checking for Divide. They do not hear the Phantom. Eventually, the trade comes in for Jet Boys. Chaos ensues below, but something he's holding true. Shorty, taste of his own medicine as Mind Freak, a menace up top, but too many members for him to check. And Talon will finally get another round on the board. Mind Freak's ready for it. Can Ban win that duel? Right now, something's busy on the site, just delaying the main forces of Talon. Ban needs to find this kill, and Mind Freak gets the flank. Meanwhile, Cruz will get the opening kill here on the main site, but that's the rest of Paper X just answering right back. And now it's just an operator. Surf not able to land the first shot. They're chasing him. They want the knife, and he says no.
But still relatively safe. The rest of the team have arrived. All the way onto screens. Everyone's here. It's a party.
Yeah, and Governor's just going to back it out. It has to be Surf, but there is the wide swing of something. Well, of course, it's a trademark at this point. Divide gets 2 off of it. Something eventually dying, but it's still only 2 members, and they cannot land the shots. That means Mind Freak wasn't tagged all the way up on pipes, and now you've been spotted in mid. The weaponry not exactly in your advantage. There is the pop flash set up for Divide, the run and gun, and he absolutely transfers right over, takes a couple of the turret hits, but making sure that they can still clean house, try to finish this map as soon as possible.
My God.
You still have over a minute, and you have all the space, but the operator, Divide, finds a kill. So much long-range weaponry on the side of Paper X. Ban, he's already dug too deep, but he can't hold his ground. And now Paper X ready for it. Forsaken already on site. He sees him transferring over through the ropes. Divide's there for the trade. That's 3 kills on the board. Governor trying to get the kill. He'll shut down the streak. Trying to drop down. He spotted one, but he can't land it.
Player standing.
Now a 1v1 just to stay alive.
Spike down 2 needs to be retrieved. Forsaken trying to play it safe. He doesn't hear anything yet. Anticipating potentially a mid push, but that's not where Cruz is.
Yeah, Forsaken, all he has to do is just hold strong.
Cruz has utility,
saw him, saw the barrel, but Cruz, okay, holds his ground, knows that Forsaken will have to re-peek. Over on the side of Talon, taking some early control, trying to creep up towards pipes. Governor tries to make them out with a jump off the ropes, but something's ready for it. 2 members already down. There's the quick swing. Surf expects it, reads the tendencies of Paper X, but it might just be too late. Mind Freak trying to hold on to mid. He's going to spot him. He's quick on the snap. He has been absolutely crispy since the pistol round today against Talon Esports. And with a minute on the clock and only 2 members left, Talon may have to kiss their map pick goodbye and get ready for sunset.
It's just way too oppressing right now. I mean, look at the utility. You look at the positions, too. 50 seconds left on the clock. Sure, it's a lot of time, but no! Singular peaks immediately eliminated by something. Spotted out now. Jet Boys fires off his Vandal, gives away his position. He's looking for duels.
Yeah, he wants to isolate him. He gets one. Jet Boys, he's done quite a bit in the past. Takes a little bit of unnecessary damage. He's rushed for it. Can't worry about it right now because you just have to win every single duel no matter what. Jump on top of the box and Mind Freak sees the kneecaps and will get the kill. A 13-4 victory.
Back up to investigate.
Yeah, but they're still heading towards B, though. The fault line is going to hold them at bay. It's going to be a lot of people. Governor peeks first ahead of his teammates. The paranoia a little bit late, but Cruz still gets one with the aftershock. Surf there for 2, and Cruz with 3. An absolute read routing Paper X. On B once again, you know it's going to be the eco here from Paper X. You know that as long as they can't get onto the side that you should have the round, but it's already too many kills on the side of Paper X. Classics and Sheriffs, that's all it took. Now the upgrades.
Jet Boy's gone as well. Upgrades coming in is a huge factor. Forsaken might watch the back with a Ghost, and that is a good call, but it does split Talon up a little. I don't know if that's the best thing. Surf with the Bulldog, Ban with the Stinger. They have to work together to really find these duels against Paper X.
So they're going to try to group up all the way towards Boba and Market. Maybe even go for a pinch, but already so much time has passed. Mindfreak now spotted. He's buying a lot of time on the site. He's being routed towards Ban. Ban switches to the Ghost for the long range. Spike still ticking away. Devi can't land the first shot. They know that Ban has been chipped down. And somebody has to get onto that Spike right now. Wingman not available. They're trying to bait them out. Surf trying to get the kills. He gets one, but Devi knows time is not on Surf's side. He'll get the kill, but the round is over. And that is all Paper X wants. All guns dropped from Talon's anti-eco. Can he get a kill crossing over on Mark? And he finds one, but he hesitates for a split second. And something will pick up the kill instead. Operator recovered by Cruz, but no teammates nearby. Left. They're gonna have to wait to see. Do they just go for an early save here? Looks like that's the choice. And they realize by the time backup arrives, you're still gonna be trying to hold on to that operator. They wanna make sure that they have proper weaponry to fight back in the next round. And Paper X says, all right, no signs just yet. Maybe some of us go on the hunt. Some of us have some creds banked up. Mindfreak will be the first.
There's a tripwire there, though. I don't... Really just watching the angles. All right, that's enough information. The rest of Paper X actually thinking about looking for this.
Bit not going to get the delay he wanted, and meanwhile the flank, it's been read by Mindfreak. He gets one, cannot quite connect onto the second, but the information is there. Siege while blocking off one side, the rest of Paper X are now on the hunt. They want to push off the flank so that they are free to focus onto it. The showstopper comes out for Jing. Gets Chip Boys, Thrash as well, ties up Cruz. Jing on the hunt, wants to get the kill. I don't know if you have time for the knife, but you will have time for the edge shot, as it's a 4-1 lead for Paper X.
Game plan right now, a little bit of mid presence, and they've spotted out a couple of players. Now we're going in for some of these aim duels, a little bit of a trade, and something's looking for the next one. Cruz having the sensibility to back off, wanting to play alongside Jit Boys, but something just continues to walk forward.
It's absolute bait, but something rains into it. Oh my goodness, if he had gotten that kill. But at the end of the day, Governor, with the Stinger, close range, what is that? Devi snappy with it. Trip set up here on the A side. Talon, they have the right read for the stack. It's an immediate kill for Ban, and there is the neural theft. He wants to get the backup as he knows that something's just walking forward, but he can't lock on to the kill. The neural theft gives the pings for the rest of Talon, but they don't have full forces just yet. The flank is quick, but the main forces are not staying alive on the site. Governor and Cruz hungry for teammates, but they will not survive.
Yeah, they have the positioning and the ultimates, but 2-on-4, you might want to think about the save, especially with that operator in hand. It has just been not the greatest time, not a joyful time for Talon right now. That operator hasn't had a chance to sing yet, and Paper X, I mean, talk about changing up the pace. They just walk straight into Ben.
But he finds no targets. Can he find the next one? It's not going to land onto a kill. Meanwhile, Jing already at market. He's still stunned up, but he's staying alive. And now he's back in the fight. Cruz couldn't find the opening. Meanwhile, Ban holding true, but immediately it's only one kill for that operator. Jing still alive. He finds his targets. They line up. Chip Boy survives, but for not long enough. Chip Boys stunned up, all three members still alive, and here comes the Thrash on the Spike clan, just trying to buy time. Chip Boy swings on it, Ban is there as well! Finally, couldn't be the retake, but Jing slows things down. Talon, they'll have to battle through a bit further, something's still alive. That's another 1v1, but Chip Boys will win out.
All we gotta worry about is the front, and that is where Paper X might be able to take them down, but Jing peeks out, good flash, but not quite enough to fight against Jit Boys.
Devi has the operator, he gets one, they can't follow up the slow orb. Yeah, it's going to be able to delay them just a bit, the Aftershock to try to buy time, but they're already past him. Forsaken, he hears the Shrouded Step, but Chip Boys is quick on it. Now a 2v2. Devi's already set up, holding the angle, he gets one, the Shrouded Step actually gives time for the reposition of Devi. And Jip Boys knows the spike is taken down. He has to run through, and Mind Freak swings out. But they're still not quite sure, so that information isn't there for their teammates, and it's a fast push. Oh my, the shorty does land, but not enough for a kill. Surf trades 1 for 1, but the spike goes down. That's the most important part. Now the Thrash trying to push through. Surf trying to create a curveball, but the Thrash wraps all the way around, and Governor doesn't have a rifle to try to follow up. Just the operator, the Rolling Thunder to push him back, and the flank is still too slow. 2 members unseen. Mind Freak ready for it. He'll get one. And now hunting for Ban. Paper X on the move. Something's coming back as well. They're all ready for it. Ban will get 2 crispy ones, but it's just too many targets. A 9-3 half for Paper X. To go for a retake on either of these sites. Using this box nice and early. Cruz has an inkling for it, but he doesn't come into it, and it's an early drop. Something with a nice pick at the back site as well. The Frenzy still holding on to the site. Talon intends to cause chaos, but Forsaken tries to cut down the numbers. Now a 2v1, but Surf solo. Mind Freak!
And as they try to come back into the game. But it's not happening yet. Forsaken opening things up with a quick headshot.
Yeah, the Outlaws have always been so powerful in the hands of Paper X. Mind Freak, he's been very sharp today. As his eyes trained on the very edge, you know that's where they want to pick out from the smoke. But quick trades this time from Talon. Moving as a unit. Their game plan always to try to hold some semblance of control in backside while the spike goes down. And Paper X will respect it for the time being. Jing all alone has to wait for something, only a judge in hand, but should be able to pick up a long-range weapon if he so chooses. There it is, a Phantom, perfect choice. Mosh pit to toss him out. There is the wingman to go for the defuse. It baits out the attackers. Ban will go for the trade. Boombot singles out one, but he knows it's a pinch now. Jing hungry to try to get it. He wants to close the gap. Goes right up against the box. And Chip Boys will stabilize. Governor, is he going to have the backup on the pop flash? There is a double swing. Governor good for 1. And they quickly still stay ahead in numbers. Meanwhile, Ban digging deep in mid. Already in position. If they need, a rotate could happen, but the Thrash will clear out the site for the time being. Something waiting for a timing, and Defy up top through the Sage Wall. You can never count that out. Wingman goes by something. He wants to try to get a kill, but for now, he'll get the free spike down. The smoke dissipates. Woo! I was getting a little worried, but Surf, quick on the trigger. Governor's already made it past him. They have no idea. He doesn't get both. Surf, an absolute savior for Talon here in the second half.
A little bit of a fault line, but look at how fast Mind Freak responds instantly with the dark cover. Shuts the door in front of Surf's face. Couple of shots fired through just to deter any further aggression. Meanwhile, Jing heads up front in towards Elbow, but bites the bullet. What is Forsaken gonna do now that he's alone on A?
Pushes forward, tries to close the gap a bit. Now from the shadows here to support them as well. You do still have the Thrash as well for Surf. If he can stay alive, he gets the kill, and now they know B-side has to be clear. They notice there, the Rolling Thunder sends back to a kill on Mind Freak. Forsaken setting up the team kill Goomba Stomp. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that.
Outside of game collaboration, inside of game kind of collaborating, they gave Talon their wings. They gave Ban wings. And it's just unfortunate, but one away for Talon to...
Ban, I don't know if he quite realizes it just yet, but he will get the kill. And now they realize mid-control given over to Paper X. Elbow still there as Ban still fishing for a bit more information, but that's already 3 members you've spotted in mid. Talon has to go right now. They have an opening. They have to make it happen. Governor hesitating until his teammates are there for the backup. He does swivel and get the kill. Something, a rare whiff from him. And now Talon spread out across the map. Post-plant position online. Showstopper just to try to buy time. There's the counter, but it's after the rocket fires off. And Jing will only get the trade to even the numbers. Sage Wall online from the shadows to try to buy more time. Coming in from Chip Boys, but he's already losing teammates. There's a crack in the wall, but the weapon's not out. Is that going to be the swing on the paint shells? No, it's going to be the fault line that's just too strong. Coming in from both sides, and no escape for Governor, and it's going to be the snappy shot of something dominating the mid lane of Sunset. And Surf, we praise him, coming back online here on map 2. but it's 5 members of Paper X.
I am grimacing in pain off of that one. 5 on 1.
5 monsters that Surf has to battle through. 1 down, but can he make sure it's all 1v1s from here on out? It's just too many. There's the thrash, and it's a triple swing
Defenders
as Paper X start off stage 2 strong, right where they left off here in Pacific with a 2-0 clean win.